Mic check. Alright, sounds good to me. Might have to increase the gain a little bit, but not yet. Welcome back to Silent Hill. We may, if we don't beat the game this time, we most certainly will next time. In any video game, period. I think the church is a kind of a masterpiece of environmental design, and really, kind of a masterpiece in horror.
Welcome to the Borley Haunted Mansion. We're so glad you came. Please come inside and look around. When you feel you're ready, then go through the door.
Okay, I don't have that equipped. That's good.
Help! Help! Do you hear those voices? A family of 4 was sliced into bloody pieces in this room. Ah, the cries of the children. The murderer was caught. Do you know why he said he killed his family? Because I felt I had to! Anyway, I'm lying. It's all just a joke. I wanted to scare you, that's all. The truth is, only one person died. By suicide.
To me, that looks like the zombie in Resident Evil 1, like in that opening cutscene.
That's Danny. A quiet young man, but quite friendly as you can see. He was so eager to meet you. His hometown is New Orleans, but he came here after first losing his way. Oh, maybe you might know. Where is the path to heaven? This mansion is quite old, so please watch your step. Sometimes the floor suddenly gives way, and I'm so sorry. This place is just falling apart. The mechanism is broken, you see. It wasn't supposed to stop there, I assure you. There's the exit. I hope you enjoyed your tour. Please come back anytime. Or if you'd prefer, we could come and visit you instead. That was supposed to be the exit, but it seems that no one wants you to leave. Everyone really likes you. They want you to stay with them forever. I have to agree with them. Don't be
Alright, now. From this point forward, I gotta admit, I really don't fucking remember. So if I miss supplies, so be it. Like, there probably is some shit back there that is worth getting, but I'm not gonna go find it. It's a flyer, some kind of musical for kids. Looks like they did it on this stage. The place is empty now, but I'll bet it was packed that day. A chain. I don't remember what the chain's for. A red shoe. I don't remember any of this. It's interesting. Well, I might have to fight all the crap that's out there after all. Let's take a look. One shoe. Blood red. It was above the stage. Too small for me to wear. Not that I'd want to. It has hooks on both ends. Looks pretty sturdy. Anyway. Alright, so I got a chain and a shoe. Oof. Ouch. Dick. Switch is off. What's the point of turning it on now? Forget that. Interesting. We'll investigate this first. column here. Wouldn't that work? Is there anything I'm supposed to do with this, or... That fucking thing hit me pretty hard. Yes, because I don't have the body armor on. Switch is off. Will you turn the switch on? Yes. Alright.
Douglas,
Ah, shit, dude.
are you hurt?
Can't move my right leg. It's broken.
I'll call an ambulance.
What? I don't think one will come. Don't worry. I'm used to it.
Having your legs broken?
You old fool! Getting yourself hurt like that?
Sorry.
Why did you have to do that for me? What'll I do if you die?
What'll we do if this god thing gets born?
Come on. How powerful could a god from a dump like this be? I'm sure it'll be no big deal.
But anyway, something's gonna happen.
Who knows? Maybe we'd all be better off if it did.
But if this is how God of Mercy acts, I don't want to see any more of him. That's a pretty good reason to risk my life, don't you think? Plus, I'm just an old fool, right?
You think you're Superman or something?
You know, I always wanted to be him. Besides,
Yeah.
I want to help you out.
You don't have to feel responsible. I know it's not your fault.
You remind me of my son.
You said nobody was going to cry for you.
Dead people don't cry. Stupid kid got himself shot robbing a bank.
But why?
Maybe because his pop was a penniless good-for-nothing. Who knows? Anyway, now I guess I'll never find out. Sorry. I shouldn't have said you reminded me of a guy like that.
Well, maybe if you had compared me to your daughter. Listen, I'll take care of the rest. You stay here and I'll be back when it's over.
You'll be okay. okay by yourself?
Hey, no problem. Besides, my dad's not around anymore, so only I can do this. What are you doing?
Maybe killing you here is the only way to end this nightmare.
Yeah, you might be right.
That would have been a shitty place to die. I'm just looking for fucking ammo, bro. Whoa, fixed camera. Well, shit. The thing is going. I never noticed that before, so I usually don't look back. Client, Claudia Wolf. Request: search for then infant Alessa Gillespie, kidnapped by a man named Harry Mason. No word from police. Kidnap location unknown. Old Silent Hill newspaper article. Alessa Gillespie, 7, dead in fire. Links to current case to be investigated. Priority low. Using alias Heather. Neighbors do not know real name. What is she hiding? Douglas's notebook. A doll head. You know, it's funny because I actually don't ever remember getting these two items. Like, this puzzle here is completely new to me. This symbol usually looks unnatural and weird, but here it sort of seems to fit. It still makes me feel creepy though, like someone peeking into my brain. I wonder, is Douglas's notebook, can't forget to give it back later. Wonder what happens if I just go give it to him now. Wait, there's more? Hold the fuck up. According to records, 24 years old, client says looks 17. Plausible? Lived in Portland till 12 years ago. Got wrapped up in a murder case. Harry shot suspect. Justifiable self-defense, so no punishment. Moved away immediately after. Started to use alias. Apparently no connection with the criminal. I'm just some occult freak, slightly off from way back. Originally from Silent Hill. I wonder, I don't know, I've never tried to go give this back to Douglas. Let's see if you can do that. Hey, Chief.
What is it?
I just came by to make sure you were still alive.
Sorry. Come with you if I wasn't hurt.
Yeah, well, I guess that's the problem with older guys, huh?
They missed an S there.
I'll handle things. You just rest. Don't die on me, okay?
Well, I guess you can't give him his notebook back. A Snow White doll. Cinderella doll. Put the red shoe at Cinderella's feet. You put the doll head on Snow White's hand. There are photos on the ground. What's this? Are these photos of those dolls? Cinderella on the left and Snow White on the right, but something's wrong. Well, I don't know. I think I got it right. There's no knob and no handle on the door. There is a dragon that guards the treasure chests. It's just a prop and not scary at all. Fucking speak for yourself, woman. Oh, hell no. I might have to play through this again. Because I could have swore, and I might be missing it because I'm running from enemies this playthrough, since, it's the first playthrough. This is the playthrough, spoilers, for a 20-something-year-old game, where you are the weakest. As you play again and again, you get better and better buffs to your ammunition collection. So you can run through the game with the fucking shotgun or the SMG or whatever you want by, like, your third playthrough. But I seem to remember there being notepads laying all around. Maybe it's just one and I haven't come to it yet, but we'll see what happens. Either way, I may have to play through this again. Actually, I definitely will have to play through at least one more time. Anyway, how do I want to do this? I think we probably want to have as much mobility as we can. Oh, and it's funny, because the keen observer may realize, or may have noticed, that I turned off the radio as soon as I got it. It's because in this game in particular, you don't need the damn thing. The music is the radio. It alerts you to enemies every single time. I haven't been caught off guard by an enemy. I don't think at all. Not at least because of the radio not being on. Just an interesting quirk, I think. This would be a weird time to mention that I've always wondered how horse tastes. It can't be very good, considering we don't eat them regularly. I feel like if they tasted good, they'd probably be on the menu. I don't know what equipping supplies actually does. Hey. I killed you. On guard, bitch. Shit. Fucking run from me. Stab at thee. I don't think I lost any health. I will soon. Don't you fucking run from me. Ooh. I want her attack animations, dude. She's an absolute slugger. Disgusting. Yeah, it's totally fucking fair. The fuck you absolutely do not. Get your bitch ass back here, Alessa. It would be better for myself to die. After all, it's nothing to be afraid of. That child, that demon. When I think of the endless pain it will bring when it is birthed, I decided that instead of the suffering and cruelty I endured in that sick room, that I would like to bestow a more gentle and peaceful death on myself. Why do I resist? I never thought of myself as such a fool. Alessa. I guess it's kinda strange for me to call you that since you are me. But you know what? You and I don't think alike after all. And it's not that I don't remember that sick room either. God, man. I feel so bad for Heather and Alessa and Harry and Douglas. I don't feel bad for James Sunderland. Let me double check health. You know what? For after a boss fight, this isn't too bad. stained by the evils of this world. We hold our sorrows within us. Only you can heal us these wounds. Each morning, afternoon, evening, and night, we call out your name and pray for the day of the miraculous descent. I give to you unreservedly my body and my eternal soul. Whatever darkness may befall me, I will endure with you beside me. As proof of your miraculous power, guide our obedient and willing souls to the road of paradise, O Lord. We will not give in to the power of temptation as long as we have you in our hearts. O Lord, save us with your compassion. O Lord, shower us with your blessings. O Lord, favor us with your abundance. There's something written on the door. This door is the gate which leads to the road to paradise. Embrace the bosom of the Holy Mother. Admit your sins and be forgiven. Eternal tranquility can be yours.
How did you get here? It was Vincent, wasn't it? He led you here. When will he cease his meddling? But it's just as well. Luring you here also serves my purposes.
Checkmate.
Not yet. The time is not yet at hand. The time when all will be forgiven their sins. When the paradise we have long dreamed for will arrive. After the judgment and atonement, an eternity of bliss. Oh, Alessa, the world you wanted is nearly here.
That's not what I want.
Not you. Alessa, your true self.
But I am Alessa. My little Claudia, my dear sweet sister.
Alessa, is it you? Oh, how I've missed you.
I don't need another world. It's fine the way it is.
But you said it yourself. The world must first be cleansed with fire.
But that's not what I want now.
Alessa, don't you want happiness? Have you become blind to all the hopeless suffering in the world? We all need God's salvation.
Listen, suffering is a fact of life. Either you learn how to deal with that or you go under. You can stay in your own little dream world, but you can't keep hurting other people. Besides, I'll never forgive you for hurting my father.
I wish only for the salvation of mankind. But for that to happen, the world must first be remade. And for that, we need God.
You self-righteous witch! No one asked you to help!
God is growing within you. You despise me, don't you?
You're damned right I do!
That's good.
There's nothing I can do with the organ. I don't know how to play anyway. Creation. God created beings to lead people in obedience to her. The red god, not even gonna try. The yellow god, Lobsel Vith, many gods and angels. Finally, God set out to create paradise, where people would be happy just by being there. Okay, so there's painting lore in this room, which I've never read. I'm gonna save it. Eye of a Knight tarot card. Paintings over there too. I would like to start with 1, thank you. Hopefully this isn't 8. Number 1, Origin. Okay. In the beginning, people had nothing. Their bodies ached, and their hearts held nothing but hatred. They fought endlessly, but death never came. They despaired, stuck in the eternal quagmire. Two, Birth. A man offered a serpent to the sun and prayed for salvation. A woman offered a reed to the sun and asked for joy. Feeling pity for the sadness that had overrun the earth, God was born from those two people. Salvation. God made time and divided it into day and night. God outlined the road to salvation and gave people joy. And God took endless time away from the people. Revisit this one. Creation. God created beings to lead people in obedience to her, the red god, the yellow god, many gods and angels. Finally, God set out to create paradise, where people would be happy just by being there. Promise. But there God's strength ran out, and she collapsed. All the world's people grieved this unfortunate event, yet God breathed her last. She returned to the dust, promising to come again. Faith. So God hasn't been lost. We must offer our prayers and not forget our faith. We wait in hope for the day when the path to paradise will be opened. Right, so I guess this is their religion. Yeah. I got a church map.
Dear God, please forgive me. I know I'll be put to death for the sins I've committed. And I'll go to my death gladly and with a peaceful heart. But please, grant me just a small piece of your everlasting mercy. Let me see my child once within your golden gates. Deliver me not to hell, but to purgatory. Allow me to atone for my sins there. I'll stand within the very flames of redemption, no matter how they burn me. Forgive me for my wicked act of revenge. And deliver the soul of my poor murdered daughter. Please, also care for the soul of the girl whose life I have taken. God, I am a child, trembling with fear as I stare at death. Soothe my tortured soul with your infinite mercy. Please, forgive me.
I feel like Heather would select this because Heather is a good human being, and she would want this woman to feel better. I don't think she'd agree with what she did, but I think Heather would simply be merciful.
I forgive you.
Thank you, Lord.
Now, that scene, I don't think that it matters for your initial playthrough. On subsequent playthroughs, it heavily contributes to one of the alternate endings. And counterintuitively, forgiveness there is actually sort of not what you would expect, but by the game's logic, that is Heather, presuming her role of a divine figure for this church, and not simply an act of humanity, wanting to make another person feel better, when that person is obviously in impossible conundrum and pain. I choose to believe that Heather would see things my way. But according to lore, that's not the case. It's just an act of the ego, and I've never felt that that was true. I know on my first playthrough, I did exactly what I had just done there. Also, I want to point something out. This is the coolest map in the game by a large margin. Okay, so that was the door to the park. And because I'm just that kind of person, we're going to save it again. Despite having accomplished literally nothing. But there's an argument to be had that this map right here, the chapel, and Nowhere in the first game, I'm not sure which one I like better, because Nowhere simply doesn't give you a map, and this one, with the last stage, the last level of the game, it says, you know what, fuck it. We've been holding your hand this whole time. You've had your fucking safety blanket, your security blanket. Why don't you fucking make your own? And I just mad respect. I think it's very cool. I like the art style. It's like a fucking just a kid drawing a map. I just love it. That's my comment. Just kudos. I think it's fucking fantastic. Big fan. Especially since you'll notice the wallpaper in this place is a perfect canvas. It's locked. No, don't use that. Use this. Not quite. Maybe. But I don't feel like pulling back the sheets to see. Ah, one of these guys. Ouch. Dick. I think it was the first time all game where the radio would have come in handy. I'm gonna turn that fucker back on now. That's funny. I was just kind of running the experiment to see, do you even need the radio? For once, at the very end of the game, I finally could have benefited from the radio. is another fat man. Now, to be honest, I'm not sure that killing all this shit is really the right way to go about it, but I don't really remember this place, so we're gonna kill what we need to. Cassette tape. There are a bunch of papers in this file. I get the feeling that it's a handwritten copy of some book. Represents the deity known as the Halo of the Sun. In heraldry, symbolizes a religious group. Sorry, let me reread that sentence. The symbol that we've been saving our game at represents the deity known as the Halo of the Sun in heraldry. Symbolizes a religious group. The two outer circles are the Charity and Resurrection. The three inner circles are past, present, and future. Usually drawn in red, occasionally drawn in black or other colors, but blue reserves the meaning into a curse on God and is therefore forbidden. Interesting. Got a cassette tape and some more lore. Oh, shit. Nah. There's no label, but the tab's been removed. It might be worth checking out. It's a picture of an angel flying into the heavens, nothing special. I get the feeling there's something behind the picture, though. That girl's cries and footsteps disappeared beyond it, after all. Will you move the picture? Yeah. Let's see. Interesting that the radio's not going off. Now this motherfucker is worth killing. Two shotgun shells, yeah. I'll consider that a win. Dad killing bitch. Because it's entirely possible that these guys just fling you off of a fucking oh shit. Okay. Well, it's, one floor at a time, but good to know this is a fucking elevator. Silent Hill's Ancient Gods, a study of their etymology and evolution. What a mouthful. And there's the last boss from the first game. There is no religion that has remained unchanged from the moment it was founded. This one is no exception. When this religion fell into the hands of immigrants, it was deeply influenced by their own Christian beliefs. For example, the traditional representatives of these primal gods may be given the names and descriptions of Christian angels. Thus, shared characteristics begin to appear. There is also one rare example of the chief deity, creator of paradise, or Lord of Serpents and Reeds, being dubbed with a demon's name. Of course, this was not done by believers, but by their opponents. Interesting. So we have some religious sabotage for this cult. Maybe they fucking had it coming. Just throwing that out there. There's a book on tarot here. I think it's tarot, not tarot. Not in spelling, but in pronunciation. Tarot was based on the 22 Hebrew consonants and is said to represent the entire world. Each card, number 0 through 21, has a particular meaning. By reading these cards, fortune tellers predict the future. For example, the first card, the Magician, signifies creation, wisdom, beginnings, or destruction and fraud. The second card, the High Priestess, denotes intuition, harmony, faith, or dogmatism and arrogance. According to some texts, the Gardener deck has more than 22 cards. The Gardener deck does not exist today. It is mentioned only in the literature. It is said that these extra cards were based on lost Hebrew vowels and denoted an otherworldly transcendental existence, i.e., God. There's a sheet of paper, but it's blank. Got the Moon Tarot card.
Hiya, Heather.
You show up everywhere, don't you?
You make me sound like some kind of unwanted pest.
Kinda.
Well, who are you anyway?
Haven't you realized that yet?
Yeah, you're on Claudia's side.
I told you not to put me in the same category as that mad woman.
Well, you're pretty loony yourself.
It's true. We believe in the same God. But I'm quite sane.
So why did you help me out then? Was that also part of trying to resurrect God?
It's not uncommon for people to worship the same God and still disagree.
God? Are you sure you don't mean devil?
Whichever you like. The point is that now I really am on your side. I don't want God to be born. Wouldn't be convenient. Much too unpredictable.
So you've been using me to stop Claudia, is that it? Do your own dirty work.
My dirty work? I think we both had our own interests in mind. You hate her too, don't you? You're the only one who can get it done. I don't have powers like you two. Besides, I always hated getting all hot, sweaty.
Oh, really?
I'm just looking out for myself. Everyone does it. Don't stand there looking so smug. You're the worst person in this room. You come here and enjoy spilling their blood. And listening to them cry out. You feel excited when you step on them and snuff out their lives.
Are you talking about the monsters?
Monsters? They look like monsters to you? Oh no. Don't worry. It's just a joke. By the way, I forgot to ask you. Did you get the seal of Metatron?
What's that?
You don't have it? Leonard was carrying it.
You mean this thing?
Yes, that's it. As long as we have that, we're fine. Here, take this.
Got the Book of Otherworld Laws. I like how she pulled the seal of Metatron out of her back pocket. Notice how she doesn't have a back pocket. Tome of the Seer. Sounds like an occult book. I don't need this now. It's not my taste anyways. Getting a lot of key items. This magic square with strong protective square with strong protective and dispelling properties is called Viron 7 Crest or the Seal of Metatron. It will bring results regardless of whether the target is good or evil. Its strength, therefore, places a very high burden on the caster, as it is also difficult to control. It is not usually used. This is why it bears the name Metatron, after the angel Metatron, or Metratron, also known as the Agent of God. Well, we've been down this road before, and this thing didn't do jack shit. At least not in the first game. Alright. Check out. What I'm assuming is actually probably the basement. But it doesn't actually say. I mean, this had to be the ground floor. Trippy. Alright, we'll check out door number 1. All these bodies on the floor, wrapped in plastic. What a nightmare. I'm just glad they don't seem about to get up anytime soon. Corpse wrapped in some vinyl type bag. This crazy mixed up world has got me used to these strange things. Easy for me to say they're still totally disgusting. I feel like I'm gonna go crazy myself sooner or later. Might even already be crazy. Who knows? Anything on this dude's foot? Or, no. The Hanged Man tarot card. There's nothing important here. I haven't looked too closely, though. I don't think I want to. It's a musty diary on the bed. This writing, is this Dad's diary? Why would it be here? I sometimes have the sense, even now, that that girl is a reincarnation of Alessa. I don't worry about it too much now. That's all forgiven. You were unloved, Cheryl. Or was that Alessa? Now, Cheryl is Alessa again. No matter whose reincarnation she may have been, that girl was my most beloved treasure. But that name was a mistake. At the time, I thought of her only as a replacement for my lost Cheryl. When she knows the truth, will she feel bad? That worries me. Thanks, Dad. So I was Alessa after all. But I do have a trace of one more memory left. I haven't forgotten my sweet and gentle mother. Anything else? No. Alright. We out. Ah, one of these assholes. Nah, we're not sticking around. We're gonna roll out. God damn! Does this room go anywhere? Yeah. Oh man, this place truly is a maze. Let's check the end of the hallway first. Alright, never mind. It's just Valtiel doing his thing. She says, never mind. Something's stuck in this book. The Fool. This book. I feel like I have to read it, but at the same time, I don't want to. A Galapagos. Red liquid or crystals resembling blood. According to the Kabbalah, the name is taken from an herb with the power to dispel evil spirits. It is said to grow in Arabian deserts. It may be vaporized or applied as a poultice? I don't know. To guard against demons. It is powerful, but as it is rare, it is extremely difficult to obtain. And that's cool and all. It's a picture of me when I was 7. Ampule. "24 years ago, Dahlia used me to summon a god. God was in my womb, but I couldn't deliver her. Then I was shut up here in this hospital room. I stayed here till Dad helped me out when I was 14. God ate away at me from within, driving me mad and with suffering. There I was, wishing I could just die, be done with it. But I went on living that nightmare for 7 years. Looking at this bed just reminds me of those awful days. And I don't want to remember them, because I'm not Alessa anymore. But Alessa is still me. I'm not really trying to deny it or anything." Alright, so I gotta go back through the square room, then I do want to check out door number 2 and 3. Get out of here, fat man. Try this one first. Brass key. This is my sketchbook from 17 years ago. On the front cover here is a picture of Dad. Really awful work. What is this doing here? The door sure does rattle, but it's stuck tight. A secret is hidden out of your sight. You may be thinking, what could it be? You'll need 5 magic cards if you want to see. What to do then with all of these? I'll tell you straight, and I won't tease. Just as long as you say please. Now, the first thing you must know is that there's something in each row. But that is not the half of it. 3 would be too hard to fit. The upside down man under the ground. To his right, to his left. There's no one around. Leave him alone, though his tears are profound. The moon is up above the sky, full or crescent floating high. Twinkling little sits like a crown. Twinkling light sits like a crown on the head of a crazy clown. Your Excellency, praying to God Most High, do you think you can tell me why you always look up at the night sky? Do you have it now? You didn't forget. One major point you must not omit. And now, at the last, before you take a whack, here's one more hint to help keep you on track. Scary and hateful, that thing in the night. Better be careful, it's not on your right. Turn to the left, and you'll keep it in sight. So you'll open the door. I'm sure that there'll be nothing beyond it but frightening peril. Forget about that. Just stay and play, or else I'll be left here alone all day. A memo book. Something is written inside. She's just beyond this door. I don't know how, but I can sense it. But she's the only one there. No, but she's not the only one there. I sense the presence of something extremely dangerous, even sickening, or maybe what they call God. Nevertheless, I will open that door. Enough of this idle chit-chat. God, I'm not. But I fully intend to save her. No, them. The last entry was written some 17 years ago. Looks like Dad wrote this, too. That's sad. No, it wasn't me. Alessa wrote this a long time ago. The chapel altar. It wasn't that one beautiful chapel. It was some other altar, somewhere else. How many cards do I have? 4. Alright then. So, wonder what I missed. This way? Yeah. Damn. Oh, right, I got the key. Circle means reincarnation. That's what it said on the paper back there. So death isn't the end. Pretty good deal if you ask me. Thanks to reincarnation, I died as Alessa, but I'm still living as myself. But you know, just the thought of it is starting to turn my stomach. Saint Alessa, Mother of God, Daughter of God. This picture, that's me. I'm holding the baby, and I'm the baby being held. The me that wanted death and disappeared with God 17 years ago, and the me here and now that sought life. Saint Jennifer, unwavering faith under death's blade. Saint Nicholas, miraculous hands, a doctor of God. Interesting. Just a save point room. Uh-huh. Yep. And this fat man is a fat man who is in my fucking way. Really? I don't like the look of that. Like the look of this though. What a tiny chair. I can't sit in this anymore. Thank God. Go home. Drop dead, thief. This used to be Alessa's. I mean, this was my desk once upon a time. There's a ratty old notebook on the podium. Oops, and there's a letter stuck in here, too. Let's see. There's a girl named Alessa in my class. If your memory is any good, you may remember her. She's the one I said they called a witch. Most likely, her mother is abusing her. I've never seen her come in without some sort of scrape or bruise. Her expression is pitifully dark for a 6-year-old. Something like this may not be so uncommon. Rather than coming up with pointless ideas, it's best just to watch and wait. But isn't there something I can do to help? I'm considering consulting a lawyer, but I do have my reservations. That's why I thought I'd ask you, my friend, for your opinion first. K. Gordon. What are these? Letters? No, maybe a bunch of suggestions? People are starting to voice their dissatisfaction about Father Vincent using the organization's money for his own personal benefit. I've also heard rumors that Father Vincent has been extorting donations from some followers. Is he really the right person for such a position? I'm in no place to deny all he's done to make the organization grow. Even though we believed in God. If there was some sort of gathering, shouldn't we be valued not for our limited talents or our talkativeness, but for the depth of our faith? L.S. There's a tape deck here. It looks pretty usable.
Do you know about what happened here 17 years ago? You've been here a long time. You must have heard some details.
A group of pagans, blinded by earthly desires, spit in the very face of God. They tried to use the seal of Metatron to prevent God's awakening. But God drove the unbelievers away and threw them into the abyss. But due to their wickedness, God was unable to be born properly. And so, she has slumbered ever since, in the womb of the Holy Mother, until the time of the awakening. That's all that I know.
That's it, huh? Well, thanks.
Father Vincent, I heard that the Holy Mother has been found. Is it true?
Alessa has been found? Did Claudia say that?
Yes.
Then it must be true. Her sight rarely fails her.
Bless the Lord.
Maybe it's because of her great faith. But I could never be like her. I wouldn't want to.
Nor I. The truth is, Sister Claudia frightens me a little.
Well now, let's both show our faith by forgetting about this little talk, okay?
Yes, but Does that mean this land will finally be the home of eternal paradise?
If God wills it, my sister. If God wills it.
Alrighty. I think that room's just a trap room. Yeah, because there's the card right here. High Priestess. The name Claudia Wolf is written very small on the cover. Looks like this is her diary. November 10th. She didn't die then, she was born. I knew that for a fact. But then why haven't I found her yet? They were supposed to need her power to build paradise for the happiness of the people. She was supposed to be reborn for that. I'd really like to see her. November 14th. Read the Book of Paradise. I want to thank Father for lending me such an invaluable book. I've found what I'd been searching for in there, how to awaken God. But it's much too cruel. Will I be able to pull it off when I see her? November 16th. I was free all day, so I read A Modern History of Refugees and Young Slaves, Child Exploitation. I don't want to be a mere bystander in this world. I can't do anything now, though, and that's what's hard. There's an old birthday card on the desk. She was still hanging on to this? To little Claudia, happy 6th birthday. I love you as if you were my real sister. Here's to you. Dahlia's such a fucking shitbag. Alright, so this shit's fucking cruel because it makes you go through the entire labyrinth of the church to make the map. And then when you finally get to Alessa's room, the very last place that you're going to explore pretty much, it says, okay, here's a key. Go all the way back to the very beginning of the level. Guess what? Now you get to trek back through. Meanwhile, some of these rooms are different and kind of terrible. In particular, this one is my favorite room, I think, in the entire series. I think a lot of people would say the room with the sink in the hospital and the mirror. This room, the room with the one blockhead who you kill and it's not a big deal, and now that room has been changed to having all the walls, be all fucky and having more enemies in it, and the models of the enemies having that same bullshit moving black fungus blood looking shit on their models. That really stuck with me when I was younger. Alright, now Fucker snuck up on me. This room, right here. I absolutely adore this room. It's terrifying. And what a sound effect. Yeah, this is right. Alright, now we gotta do this puzzle. Now this is really the only one that I remember. Was he's down here alone, nothing to his left or to his right. Alright, let's see. Let's just whittle it down. Alright, so we have the Hanged Man underground. Leave him alone. The moon is up above the sky, full or crescent floating high. Twinkling light sits like a crown on the head of the crazy clown. So I know that the moon goes above the full. Your Excellency, praying to God Most High, do you think you can tell me why you always look up at the night sky and then the night goes above the queen or the high priestess? Do you have it now? You didn't forget one major point you must not omit. And now, at the last, before you take a whack, here's one more hint to keep you on track. Scary and hateful, that thing in the night. Better be careful. It's not on your right. Turn to the left and you'll keep it in sight. So the moon and the fool go together. The priestess and the eye of night go together. Interesting. Got it. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't too hard.
What do I want? Well, for the two of you to die, that would be nice. Then I could relax.
When did you stop believing in God? God lives. Just look around you.
But I do believe in her. In my own way. I fear her, and I adore her. But I haven't lost my mind like you. You think that this is the work of God? Isn't this all nothing more than your own personal nightmare? Just like less than 17 years ago? If this really is the work of God, then I'd say she has lousy taste.
You mock God? Traitor. You will go to hell.
Not that again! Who do you think you are, claiming to know God's will?
Go home, Vincent.
Home? This church is my home. I built it with my power. The power of money that you view with such scorn. Although I admit that this atrocious scenery is all yours.
If you continue to get in my way...
Did you kill me? Well... Well... The guest of honor has arrived. Let's get this party started. Heather, go ahead and kill this crazy bitch. This demon who claims to speak for God. The time has come. You can kill her now.
You'll go to hell!
What did you do?
Nothing important.
You're not going to run? I guess this is the end.
No, the beginning. As Vincent said, the time has come. Alessa, I'm saddened that you didn't agree to this on your own. But I thank you for nurturing God with all the hate in your heart. It's time for mankind to be released from the shackles of sin which bind them.
But a God born from hatred can never create a perfect paradise.
Happy people can be so cruel. Is it so hard to believe that sympathy could be born out of pain and suffering? Why do you reject God's mercy? Why do you cling to this corrupt world? You know that only God can save us.
And save you too? Happy ending? I'd rather go to hell.
No, I don't expect to be saved. And that's fine. Alessa, my dearest. For the pain that I've caused you, I deserve no mercy. Even if it was to save mankind. It was too deep a sin. It was hubris for me to try to hasten the day of her arrival. Sacrifices were made. And those are my sins.
If you feel so guilty about it, why don't you go to hell? Heather, use the seal.
Vincent? The seal of Metatron?
Now your stupid dream is over.
Oh, that's just a piece of junk. What do you think you can do with that? Do you really think it can kill God? I'm sorry to see you fell for my father's foolishness.
What?
You're pathetic. But God loves even you. Now, Alessa, there's nowhere else to run. Just accept it, Alessa. The pain will disappear. Waiting so long for this. Even as a child, I knew I would see the coming of this day. I knew I would be a witness to it. Judgment Day. Alessa?
Shut your stinking mouth, bitch!
See, that scene right there is why she couldn't say bitch in the other cutscene, where she says, I'll get you for this, and they changed it. Team Silent knew that certain words have a sort of currency to them. They cheapened the fact that I don't think Heather has cussed but once. I think she said damn the last time she talked to Claudia. But she doesn't hurl insults. It's just not in her character. This is to show how her character has sort of evolved through this whole process. When I asked Dad what it was, he said, just a lucky charm. But then he told me to take good care of it and never take it off. I wonder why I feel sick inside when I look at it.
What are you doing?
Dad.
See, if you didn't play the first game,
She is nearly here.
you would probably think that Heather just swallowed some Plan B. Same effect, I guess.
Alessa, what have you done? What did you swallow? What is this?
Looks like God didn't make it.
Stop! God is...
Claudia!
Alessa,
Vincent's gone. Alright.
Can't be dead. I was gonna kill you. This is God?
Rude. Damn, man. She's got a swing. Time to use one of these. Get the fuck down here. She bit me. That fucking hurt.
Is that the end? I guess it's time to roll the credits. still alive. Oh! Just a joke.
You've got terrible
I'm
taste.
sorry.
Heather, did
You
you...
don't have to call me that. I'm not hiding anymore.
Want me to use your real name? What was it again?
Cheryl. The name my father gave me.
You gonna let your hair color go back too?
I don't know. Don't you think blondes have more fun?
And there you have it. Silent Hill 3. My personal favorite horror game. Despite having a fucking corny ass ending song. You know, if they remade this game, if Bloober Team remade this game, the same way that they remade Silent Hill 2, I'd be cool with that. I would. I'm cool with Silent Hill 2. I do have my criticisms, but I kind of understand why they took things in the direction that they did, in a more fast-paced sort of way. But if you watched me play through this, you probably noticed that I like to stop and sort of appreciate what the artists were going for. Because you can just run through, you can blaze right through everything and not really look at anything because of, you know, you're either disinterested or maybe anxious because it is a horror game. But I don't know. I think it's worth it to pause and to hold the L2 button and move around the analog stick. Take a good look, you know? Really ingest what the artists have prepared. In the Silent Hill 2 remake, there's not a lot of opportunity to do that. And I think that is kind of a shame. Because classic Silent Hill 2, there are just as many moments as there are in this one when you can stop and go, oh, that's really cool. I like what they did there. I like what they're going for. There's also the aspect of the way that the horror in these games is supposed to work. And it's supposed to be a slow burn. This creep of anxiety and dread that sort of really makes you not want to leave the comfort of the save point. And I think when things get too damn scary, like they do in the remake, you get desensitized to it a little faster. Because eventually you realize you're just playing a game about, you know, you're in a timed maze, and the time limit is your health bar. And your supplies. And the idea isn't to fight anything, it's just to run. I like how this game, at no point does it make you feel like, okay, you have to run now. Instead, there's this decision that you have to make. Is it time to run or is it time to fight? And in the remake, I feel like they sort of take that decision away from you at certain points. And I think that is a mistake. I think that kind of goes against the sort of ethos of the horror of these games. Otherwise, I think it's fantastic. I have just as many good things to say about the remake as bad. I just hope that when they get around to this one, they do it justice, because this one constantly gets overshadowed by 2, and frankly, in my opinion, I think this is the superior product. Its horror elements are just better. They just are. But yeah. I just hope that I can still stop and look at Veltiel doing Veltiel things when the remake inevitably comes around. That's all. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me that I had 0 stars for save and continue. I save constantly. I guess I got all the items. I don't know. There's probably a few that I missed. Extra new game has been added. Play from there to see and enjoy extra features. Starting a new game will begin a new game without the extra features. You've fulfilled the conditions for the hidden weapon, Beam Saber. You've fulfilled the conditions for the hidden weapon, Unlimited Machine Gun. So submachine gun. Extra costume has been added to the start screen. If you select this and enter the password, you can get a new costume. You got the extra costume password. Happy birthday. As something fun. Once you've beaten the game, you can now start adjusting the bullet multipliers. So, basically, I'm pretty sure the way it works is that for every box of ammo on ×1, it's default, you get your 1 box of ammo. If it's ×2, every box counts as 2 boxes. And this can go up to an absurd amount of ammo, which is just sort of fun. I will most definitely be going through again, because there will be more footage that I want to collect for a video to make in the future. Likely about the amount of content that is post-game that is accessible without DLCs, without microtransactions, without the industry nickel and diming you to death. And that's sort of one of the marks of a good game. I will also be going back to Resident Evil 3 Nemesis on the PS1 to make this point as well. Not only that, but there's more footage that I need to collect to emphasize just how damn good this game is. Some of the changes that happen in the second playthrough are pretty cool. Because at this point, the game's done scaring you. Now it becomes just sort of a good time. And I think that's the right way to do it. The game came in, it was terrifying, it made its points, it wrapped up the story of Heather and Harry. Now the game says, you know what, fuck it, now let's have some fun. And I like that. Anyway, I'm going to leave the stream here for now. We will be doing more games, more fun stuff in the future. So thanks, YouTube, and good night.